సాగర్ మ్యూట్
Hello.
మ్యూట్ లో
Hi.
ఉన్నారు మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, yeah. Hi, Nagin. Hi, everyone. So, we'll start the session shortly. Before we start this session, this session would be about like K-Agent. K-Agent is nothing but like a Kubernetes AI agent, which is specifically designed for Kubernetes. We'll notice its advantages and everything after we get into the session. And before I start this session, let me share my screen to show like how things work at Sagar Kakkala's World. And also to update, before we had contrafactums travels, like personal, so few travel videos, everything clubbed together in like Sagar Kakkala's World. So I separated this for a separate YouTube channel. I'll be sharing that YouTube channel later. But as of now, like whatever videos were uploaded like the previously, being a travel and everything, those would stay the same. And the new travel or new finance, we or not finance or new travel or a new podcast or anything would get into like another channels. I'll share shortly in all the social media handles as well. Let me share my screen. But as of now, to diversify content, yeah, you just had to remember my name, Saragakala, and you'll have my LinkedIn, YouTube, and Udemy. Okay, yeah, here is the website, and in website, like everything is separated by contents of the blog. Here DevOps, and like this would be uploaded in like AOps, MLOps, which are Kakkala here, and the other part. One second. Hmm. Yeah, and like will be uploaded in YouTube. This session would be uploaded in YouTube in particular playlist. AOps with MLOps with Sagar Kakkala English. And yes, let's dive into the session now. Okay, since I had bit of time, I did not like draft completely, but like whatever is required for this session, like, it is there. And like what exactly is K-Agent? Like as you see, like lot of applications like be it production environment ready runs on Kubernetes. So when you ask for AI agent to do something, to troubleshoot something, let's say like if there is a crash loop back of error, and it's unable to like debug error, like what we usually do, like we usually go to like chat gpt or copilot and we start to give it a error, and like we start to like debug it from there, and whatever error that like produces there, we start giving it again. And the same way like it continues, like what if like the same AI agent runs inside Kubernetes, and it is specifically designed to troubleshoot Kubernetes error. So that's what like K-Agent is about. And here K-Agent is like open source and it's community driven. Let's say you are and I, and it has like constant fixes every time. But this K-Agent is not recommended for like someone with lower environments. Let's say like you had like huge clusters running and like huge pods running, and there is like multiple clusters, and that's where like K-Agent could be like a much of bigger use. Why? Because it uses AI, and like you had to use like AI tokens. Let it be like you could integrate this KI agent with some model. You had to integrate it. By default, it integrates with OpenAI, but you could also integrate it with another LLM providers like Olama or be it anything. So it has that flexibility. But like whatever, let's say like if I ask this agent or something like for a question and answer, it takes my OpenAI like agent tokens and it charges my bill there than here. So and like for and another limitation for this is to run K agent for sure you need to have a Kubernetes cluster. And since we don't want to have, we did not have a Kubernetes cluster here, so we are going to install micro K8s, the same thing like we did it in previous projects, to have a bit of like simple setup and like proceed with like K agent. And like before we had used it like AWS EC2 instances, but since I don't want to like bear cloud costs as well, and like since I'm using Mac OS and everything, and like if you even have like Windows, you could use multipass, or if you are using Windows, you could also use like Microsoft Ubuntu, anything like for a Ubuntu setup, just for our use cases. So I'm using this like install multipass. So here I had just installed already. Just like download multipass. I just downloaded it for Mac OS. It's done. So I'm not doing it again. Once multipass is downloaded, I just like had everything to default, and Also, if you don't want to proceed with multi pass and you had like AWS instances running already, you could also set up your this project in AWS EC2, and like which we had did in our previous project. You could check this out as well. How do you set up microKTS in AWS EC2 or basic Linux? So once this is done, I'm proceeding to my terminal. Okay, I will start the project now. I would add this in like copy code snippets later, but as of now, so this is like multipass, and I'm launching a VM called microKTS with these configurations because I'm going to install Helm and everything. I don't want like a memory issue later. Okay, fine. Let me delete this. Oh, sorry, my bad. These are just multipass commands. Oh, what happened? Okay, my bad. Mutli was here. Yeah, sorry. Okay, fine. These are just the commands to launch VM. Let's see. Uh, hmm, Let me give something else because it's not allow me to launch. Okay. It just launches RVM with these like configurations. And like once configuration is done, the VM is launched. And for you to access the VM, you just had to give multipass shell. This is another command for VMs. As you could see, like we're inside now VM. So inside Mac, I'm able to use like Ubuntu VM. This is like something I found yesterday. Maybe you could put a good use if you want. And once it is done, so let's proceed with microKTS like deployment. So I'm just using a simple command here. MicroKTS is just like a mini version of Kubernetes. Yeah, meanwhile, when this is done. Since it is like I'm just like updating kubeconfig file here with like microKTS kubeconfig file just for server to know. And here just for changes to take place, I'm just like it's just like a logout and login.
Instead of log out and log in, you can do it new GRP, then group name.
Okay, I think I could also do some source bash script restart as well, but I found
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. This is something just like because it was already there, I copied it from like previous thing. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
So yeah, I had like already MicroK is up and running. And since these are default, let's deploy an app, like a simple app for us to test like Kagent. So here, like since it is like micro KATS, we had to always give like micro KATS kubectl create namespace and everything. So instead of that, I'm just using alias command here. So this makes our simple, and like this is something imperative commands. Like we discussed this in our DevOps project as well. The importance of like imperative commands. With single command, you could instead of like getting a complete YAML file. Okay, fine. Okay, I did not create namespace, my bad. Okay, did I miss the step? Okay, here I missed the step. Fine. So just verifying the pods. Okay, the pods are up and running. We're just deploying this application, but this is not our main motto. Our main motto is to use like a agent. Here like kubectl expose, just like exposing service to check like if we're able to access it outside or not. And we don't have to like expose this for this service, but I'm just showing you like why I'm exposing, because since we are running inside VM and it has like a node port localhost, as you all know, like node port is something like it works as localhost colon node port. And because like we're running inside VM, we need to know the VM IP to access outside externally. So this is the VM IP. So this is the node port, and to access our application, so it is colon 31780. Let's go for colon 31780. Okay, maybe I missed something. 31.
Is the firewall is open?
No, 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 no. 1 second. 250.31780. Hmm, what happened? Okay. Let us check here. Hmm, hmm, what happened? It's not even loading here. Hmm, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work on like production. Like when I'm going on live, it starts messing me up. Like yesterday, I worked on demo and it worked fine. Let's see what. Okay, the service is fine. That had like node port and everything. 31780. Okay, fine. Let's leave about this. Let's proceed with like a agent. I'll look at this later. Fine.
Can you do kubectl SBC, get a SBC so that we can check SBC?
Here. But
Okay.
but but this is not the main thing for us. Let's proceed with K agent. I just wanted to show like with an external IP, you could actually like proceed with this in this way. What did I give? 192, 168, 258, or is it something? Okay, this is the IP. Fine. Let's proceed. Let's see. I'm hoping the K agent like doesn't give any trouble. And for K agent, as I said, like we need OpenAI. And for open AI is the default, and whatever if you are using Claude or anything, you just had to like change the provider to Claude or anything and like give its open API key. So here, since I want to generate API key, like how to generate API key, we had already discussed in our fine tuning session. I'm using the same thing here. So open AI API key. Create new secret key. Okay, it generated bill for me because yesterday I was playing with it. Okay.
Sagar, give us some details about billing, about how much its cost is coming in per hour.
We had discussed already this in this session. Like it depends on like tokens. So the number of tokens you use, let's say like each question you use, it's everything the characters changes into like tokens. Even a space is like one token. So kind of like the question you give and the answer you get, like both generates into tokens and like it's based on like its subscription models. Like Claude may have like separate billing system and OpenAI may have a separate token billing systems. And I think like during our previous sessions, I also say had like one thing where I said like how tokens, how many tokens you had generated. You could actually have a dialog box. There is a dialog box where you could check like how many tokens you are using. So that is why actually if you see like prompt engineering plays a major role where you give like
Mm.
minimum input and get like maximum output. Let's say like if you are just giving like something a random context and it gives a random answer, and for you to get it on track you had to like give another prompt again. So it increases tokens, it increases cost. So that's why like prompt engineering is even a major role now.
Okay.
Okay, where am I? Yes. So yes. And like once OpenAI API key is generated, yeah, you could see like agent like official documentation as well. So here export OpenAI key and just like that, like we're actually going to install Kagent. Like if I'm using directly on Mac, I'm going to this. But since we went on like what do you call Linux system, I'm going to use this command. So let's start with this export OpenAI key. And whatever the key that is generated there, where is the key? Yes. And here, like since like agent uses mostly kubectl tools, and we had microKTS kubectl, so I'm just installing kubectl. That's it. If we had set up a Kubernetes cluster from scratch instead of microKTS, so this is not required. So here is where like I'm installing. Okay, also we'll install Helm because like agent has like mostly Helm sets itself. And here, like one more thing, I had tried installing like Kagent install profile demo and profile minimal. It takes lot of time, like minimum 5 to 10 minutes. It's just like setups, configuration, CRDs, and everything, which takes again a lot of time. So instead of that, like since Helm is already installed, you could actually go with like alternate install. So like where we are going to like install separately Kagent CRDs and install a Kagent separately. So I would recommend Helm itself here instead of like official documentation there. So the CRDs is installed. CRDs are nothing but like custom resource definitions. We had talked about this as well. Simply, let's say like if you see in Kubernetes, you have like kind pod, kind deployment. Same way you could create any kind that is custom resource definition. Here, some K agent CRD is nothing but I'm creating a kind called K agent. Oh, I'll show that like in YAML file shortly. And here, so if I give kubectl get, generally you have like K agent get pods, or kubectl get pods and everything. And here if I'm giving like K agent, it comes because K agent is a custom resource definition here. Okay, my bad. Okay, since they are still declarative, um, I don't know, something is messing up. This should be like accepted true. I don't think this is gonna work. This should be ready and accepted and true. I don't know why it's messing up now. Let's see if it still opens. VMIP. Okay. VMIP 8082. Where was this? Something doesn't add up here. One second. First with this. It's not able to even get this IP. Something is not right. Uh, 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 Usage is even low. Uh, let's try with this. This is internal IP. This wouldn't. This even doesn't work. Something, something doesn't add up. I don't know. Like something is wrong. Even like this should be like declarative true. The kind of key agent I want to show is different, and this is completely different. Yeah, give me some time. I will connect back again. I just want to troubleshoot this. Is that fine? I'll call you
It's
back.
fine.
Yeah, I'll call
Yeah,
you back
Sure, sure.
within some time. Yeah.
Sure, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Fine. Yeah. So the issue was simple because I used the same IP and the same port numbers and everything, and I was using it in Chrome. It was cache issue because it was picking memory from earlier, and because earlier memory it was not there, because I stopped the previous server, it is trying to pick from previous server. It's a simple cache issue. So what I did, I simply opened it in different browser instead of that. So once you open the port, you have like cage and dashboard like this. I think I'm sure now. Even I actually like tried curl like normally and it worked. So yeah. So let's see. Even this would work, I guess. What is this? Not the port forward. We are doing the service thing, right? Yeah. So 31780. What's the IP? IP. Oh yeah. 31780. 31780. Yeah, as you could see, it worked. It was a simple browser issue. So here, okay. So now let's go for K agent. So K agent dashboard will look something similar to this. Yeah, you could like skip a visit and everything. And like since we already have a K agent, it will somewhat look like this. It has a kind of pre-configured, Istio agents. That's for network, Helm agent, K8s agent, K gateway agent, and everything that you require and you could ask, and each agent has tools. So these are the tools it has, so what kind of work it could do and everything. But let's say if it has something like K8s delete resource, if I remove this tool from it, so what it would do, it will not able to delete any resource because it did not have that tool or it did not have that permission. And the same way, and all these tools are would come from MCP server, and you could see this MCP server here, view. Here are the tools, and here are the MCP servers. As of now, it has like three MCP servers, and here are the one like which we had checked like K8s and everything. So each tool defines like Prometheus target tool, K8s remove label, K8s get resource, and also tools and everything. And if you want any new agent, you could configure this like using agent. We'll also see that how we could create agent. And let's say K8s agent, and let me like use this agent. I want to say how many pods are there in Nginx demo namespace. As you could see, it uses the tool K8s get resources. So there is currently one pod running. So let's say like there is a business emergency or something, and I want to increase the tool. So I would say, can you increase the deployment in Nginx demo to scale? Increase the deployment. We give deployment name Nginx in Nginx demo, the replicas to two pods. As you could see, the current deployment in Nginx was successfully patched to increase the replicas to two. Okay, let us verify this. So here is like another terminal that I opened. You had to like keep this terminal open because like it has the port forwarding and K agent is like open. So I opened a different terminal, and here let me see kubectl get pods -n. As you could see, this is like one pod that came recently because our replica increased it to two pods. So this is the ease of like K-agent, like where it's completely like inside your Kubernetes cluster, and it could do like any work that your K-agent like you wanted to do, like instead of like doing manual task there. So it's a complete thing. But as I said, like because it gets a lot of billing only if there are like high resources and high clusters that are not able to manage by DevOps engineers only when this K agent is recommended. Else, this is a too expensive tool because it uses your OpenAI tokens. As you could see, I showed you the bill of like $0.02, which is minimal itself. Because this has like a lot of tools, I want to create an agent, a new agent that has limited tools and means the limited permissions. So I could also create that using here, create new agent. One second. Yeah. So I could also do that. let's say, yeah. So let's create an agent that we will use for only deployment, like scaling deployment and nothing else. So where is this? Like we had like agent instructions here, like we'll use this agent instructions here. And as you could see, like what tool it used, and also you could have this chat. Oh, where is this? Not K8, K8 is policy chat, like K8 is agent. You have the chats there, and as you could see, when I asked it to like increase the replicas, the tool which is majorly used is K8s patch resource. So this is the tool that is used actually to scale the deployment. If I want to create new agent, let's say home, create new agent, K8s scaling agent. And since we had like used our like deployed our K agent into K agent namespace, we'll use that. Else here you'll not be able to select a model. And now here it is GPT model. And if you had used a default namespace, and default namespace doesn't have any namespace there, I mean like any model there, so it'll still wait. And you could select any number of models you want. You could design K agents with Olama, with Claude or anything. And here let us like actually where is K agent instructions. So I just gave this. This is just like a normal so here add tools and agents. Here is where I'm using K8 as patching. Patch, okay, underscore patch. So this is the tool that it requires to scale deployment. And other than this, this agent will not be able to delete resources or anything, like which is a kind of like safety concern for us. So as you could see, it's the K8 scaling agent. It's not accepted and it will wait for some time to get accepted. And meanwhile, you could also see here kubectl get K agent minus n K agent. Yeah. So as you could see, it is accepted true and it's still not ready. It's false. And as I wanted to show you, like these are all custom resource definitions. If I want to show kubectl edit, maybe let's take K8 agent itself. Yeah, here the kind is agent here, not pod or not deployment or not ingress. This is actually a CRD, a custom resource definition, where it has everything. So what this agent does and everything, the ability and optimize maximum resources and everything. And here this just like we discussed in our another AI sessions for AI agents, we had given connection to MCP servers for it us to check the browsers and everything. So that's what this also does. So for this AI agent, we had integrated a remote MCP server and K agent tool server. And like we had given, these all are the tool names for it to associate with it. And this is another kind, this is remote MCP server. So this has two, one AI agent and that is integrated with MCP server. Let's check our K agent. Yeah, it is true now. So as you could see, K8 scaling agent is true. So we're able to use this. One second. Hmm. Just refreshing the page. Okay. Okay. I'm not able to refresh because of this. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Now it is ready. Now I say deployment nginx to four replicas. As you could see, it uses the tool. Okay, fine. Okay, because in instructions are given. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Where is ours? kubectl get pods. Okay, yeah. Now we'll increased our replicas to 4. Now let's say I'd ask it to delete deployment. It will not have permission. As you could see, it's by the policy, but it still did not had the access and everything. Let's test it with another agent. I don't know why it actually I have increased replicas for engineering deployment in engineering. I don't know why it did that when I asked it. Hmm. Yeah, now it deleted successfully. Let's see. Yeah, no resources found in because it has permission, like it is delete resource. It was able to delete, and our other agent was not able to delete because it did not had the tool to do it. So if for every agent, these are the tools that are required, and like these tools and everything, these are like driven by community, and these gets updated every time based on like what's trending into the market. So this is actually use of like agent, and also I could show the same way and how remote MCP server is as well configured, just like tools with this. These are all CRDs. Yeah, as you could see, like each tool has descriptions also, like check-in plugin, like description, pause or rollout and everything. And here, what is the kind? It's remote MCP server. And here, like since it's by Helm and everything, so whatever is the tool and what it does. Yes, I think I'm done with the session. So any doubts till now? Yes, clear.
Uh, yeah, it's clear, no doubt. Let me do it from my side.
Okay.
I'll go through. Can you ping that link basically?
Yeah, I'll share along with the video tomorrow. So
Okay.
else
Okay.
you could just search Sagar Kakkala in Google and
Yeah.
you'll have the first blog there. Yeah,
Okay.
if you guys could turn your cameras on, we'll just take a screenshot and we'll wrap up this session. Okay, cheese or anything. Mm, okay, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks everyone. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Bye.